Hello and welcome to the Roasted and Barreled Review, Season 6, Episode 4. And today we are talking about bourbon groups, bourbon networking groups, bourbon clubs, whatever you want to call it, a group of people that get together and drink bourbon. Now, I had seen these on social medias, your Reddits, Facebooks, and Instagrams and stuff. Kind of thought they were a little bit nerdy. Um, After joining one myself, I still feel it's a little bit nerdy, but I like it. There's definitely pros and cons to doing this. Really, the pro is if you are into bourbon, your best and you want like the rare stuff, your best shot is to join up with everybody else and um try and get it that way. I'm not saying everybody puts in $20 and gets like a bottle of George T. Stagg. What I'm saying more is everybody puts in like 200 and you get a case of something. It could. It's a game changer. Sorry, I had to go pick up something. It is a game changer. The bourbon club that I joined is the Louisville Bourbon Society. It just feels like it makes sense. You're in the middle of bourbon heartland, and so to be joining this club made me feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm not about to go to somebody's house and sit around some bottles and that kind of stuff. This, however, I'm getting into superficial semantics, but it's what makes me feel good. This, however, it is in a very, very nice ballroom. Everybody brings a bottle, or at least is encouraged. They made some rule that, like, if it's your birthday, you bring a bottle, but I think for every meeting, everybody is encouraged to bring a bottle, and you go around the table and you try everybody else's bourbon. With this, you can browse and determine if you like or not like stuff. I had a bottle of Weller Full Proof that I did not like. Weller Full Proof, it's a very hard bottle to find. And I had a bottle of Benchmark Single Barrel, like a $20 bottle, that was phenomenal. So it definitely gives you a chance to explore. What bottle should you bring? I would say 20 to 50, something that's not commonly on the shelf, but something that's not that hard to find either because you're sharing it with other people. As a matter of politeness, you know the rare stuff. Anything that's been bottled 10 to 15 years ago, or how about this? Anything that's been bottled in the 1990s and older, you ask if you can have a sip of it. Anything that's not on your table, you ask if you can have a sip of it. Anything that's super rare, your Pappies, your Weller Full Proofs, your Willett Family Estates, your Angel's Envy Special Bottles, your Woodford Reserves Double Oak. You ask and then you say, "Are you sure?" Just to be polite and to not be a complete mooch. So I'm really excited for my bourbon group. We have, like, because we're in Kentucky, we have a lot of distilleries that come around and give us their stuff. We've had Yellowstone, we've had Peerless, and next we're going to have Angel's Envy. And it's just a special time to be able to do this. Now for the review, we have Carribean Coffee's Habana Roast and Old Tub's James B. Beam's Old Tub, a bottled and bond bourbon. Now, for the Caribbean Coffee Havana Roast, this coffee does not fit into any good description in my Crayola Crown box of a palette. This is a bold, rich coffee that doesn't have any negative aspects of other dark roasted coffees. It's definitely something that people, experienced coffee drinkers, would like. It's more of an acquired taste, like a Guinness and a beer. This coffee is an absolute buy. Now for the Old Tub. I chose this bottle having pre-tasted it and loving it. A budget whiskey that tasted good. I tried not to let the reviews of influencers sway my initial thoughts. However, upon my further reviews, at least for this bottle, this is not good. It has this ethanol taste that I just can't get over. I have this peanut taste, and I'm just not feeling it. Definite deny. Now, for the pear, there is a smokiness to this blend that I like. This is not a light blend, not watery at all. As I said in a previous video, where two sweet things don't mix, but here, when two sweet things are mixed, the bold thing, or when two bold things mix, I can't get my head. Where two sweet things weren't good, these two bold things are good. This is a definite buy. I really love this. The place where I would get the Caribbean coffee has recently closed, but Old Tub is a $17 to $22 buy at most liquor stores. The story behind it's a little shady because Jim Beam said they sold it in the liquor their gift shop for the longest time. Now, I remember going to Jim Beam where their visitor center wasn't shit, and this definitely wasn't in there. So, but that's just the way of bourbon. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And until next time, you've been listening to the Roasted and Barreled Review.